Hello, Rebel. We got ourselves some play-in action. We got Gdaynick and the ball pinchers going up against the Exsqueakables, coached by Haroshia. Let's take a look at the Wood Elves first. Sitting on 50k in the bank at 1440 TV. With an armor busted tree, the first thing I saw, but I don't think that's going to matter too much this game. There's a Claw Mighty Blow Rat, if I remember correctly. Mighty Blow Dancer, Strip Ball Dancer, both pretty nice. I think the rats have sure hands. I'm not sure, but if they don't, that's going to be a big deal. Both these dancers are going to be pretty big this game. I do know the rats have tackle. We have a Blodge Step catcher, a Guard catcher, and a Block catcher. Guard is going to be pretty nice this game. That tree also has Guard, so that's 2 for Wood Elves. We have a Rookie Thrower, 2 Wrestle Line Rats, one that's movement busted, and a Block, or Line Elf that's move busted, and a Block Line Elf, it's also move busted. Bring us to 10 players, 3 rerolls, and an Apo, 9 fan factor. So I'll get a Journeyman. And this, for one season, it's pretty spread out development. I don't like that he doesn't have any rostered rookie line elves. It would be nice if some of that SPP that went to them went to the dancers or a catcher, or even that thrower. That thrower could use block, accurate, dodge. Overall, though, it's not a bad looking team. Let's jump on over to the Exsqueakables and Haroshia, which is disgusting. The Wrestle Strip Ball Gutter Runner, pretty standard. Blodge Big Hand, not bad. I think I would have preferred 2 hands over Big Hand, but 8 more SPP, he's got sure hands, and he's going to be pretty dangerous. Natural 1-turner, of course, because it's a Skaven team, and every Skaven team has one. And a Movement 10 Wrestle piece, which is nice, but is going to need a little bit more going before he really gets going. And 2 Storm Vermin are developed very nicely for a first season team, Palm Tackle and Mighty Blow Claw. That Palm Tackle is going to be the one to watch out for. He's going to be the main damage dealer of this game. That Mighty Blow is nice, but the Claw's not doing too much there, and it doesn't have Tackle, so it's not going to be able to hit the important pieces. The rest of the team is all Line Rats, 1 Kicker, bringing 3 rolls and an Apo, bringing us to 1490 TV with 120k in the bank. And I believe, since the Wood Elves have a loner, the rats are going to be getting the inducements. So I'd expect to see some of that spent. At the very least, I think he'll have a babe. I could see him going for a bribe. If he's really worried about this matchup, no, Wizard isn't a bad choice either. The kick is going to be huge this game with an agility matchup. The rats are going to have a lot more control of the ball on defense. And that claw might mean the tree's going to have a bad day. So let's see if the game is up. There it is. Oh, it's raining. The elves have +1 fame. No inducements from rats unless they got a star player. No, so the rats did not take any inducements. Looks like a Wood Elves offensive drive. You can go back and make sure of that. Yeah, Wood Elves are on offense. I know, but Wood Elves are on defense. Okay, let's go back to the beginning, see what these setups are like. Wood Elves took standard Protect 5 defense, leaving their thrower exposed and throwing the Wrestle on the line next to the tree. Without any guard on the rat team, that tree probably isn't going to go down if they don't get 2 knockdowns here, if they even bother to try and hit the tree, which doesn't look like they are. Probably a smart move. 1-turner is benched, of course. We got 3 gutters on the field. That's what happened. We had a blitz from a What Elves. And that tree was free to just walk right on up to those 2 line rats. And with a short kick too, this is pretty bad for the rats. It's a nice stun from a dancer. That line rat would have been a little bit annoying if he was able to just get right back up. And the Wood Elves are just kind of able to control the ball now in this little area of a pitch. If they get lucky with a bounce, it can go right into the catcher's hands, or even possibly better, behind the Wood Elves line they're making here. The tackle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the tackle can hit on 2 GFIs. But the guard being there is going to be nice for Wood Elves. As we see a catcher failing a dodge, and use the dodge skill over there. And that's 1 and 9 to get him away. We see, ooh, this is not as good for Gdaynick as he'd want. Because this is, I mean, it's a very simple 2 dice now. He's got the assist there. You bring that palm tackler up. And I might even pile on that. I don't expect the Wood Elves to be fouling when they only have 11 players and everyone is decently valuable on this team. Except for that loner, but he's easy enough to tie down. What he does need to make sure of, though, is he has something going on up here so the Wood Elves can't just run up. Oh, a strip ball. I couldn't even think about a strip ball. Yeah, there we go. And that War Dancer's going to lose a ball. And the Wood Elves don't have sure hands. No, okay, the War Dancer's going to keep the ball. He's decided he does not want to be stripped, in fact. Yeah, spaceline. There's a turn 1 blitz from the Wood Elves and a short kick. Landed right on his blodge catcher. Bounced up to the War Dancer, who was originally standing here. And he got quote-unquote strip-balled. He just kind of tossed it over to that lineman who gave it right back. Like a good old lineman. Yeah, rough start for Haroshia. This is his offensive half. And yeah, this is a very rough spot. I think he needs to take some free plus dodges here. Or 1 die blocks with Mighty Blow. That's not bad. Exactly, Archangel. Sure hands is fake. As you see Block Line Elf take a stun, which frees up this guy to go get in the way a little bit more. But even with that, it's going to be fairly simple to clear this. 2 die block on this Gutter Runner from a Wrestler. Bring in an assist for this Tackle Storm Vermin, get him out of the way, and just dodge out and score. And you definitely score as quick as you can. Since this is a defensive steal. Yes, baseline. I'm excited for this. It's going to be a high score line, I think. Unless the rain decides it doesn't want to have fun with us. Do let me know how the audio and video and all that stuff, how that's all coming through. Because I did just pretty much set this up right before the game. So I don't know how everything's going to sound. I think Haroshia needs to just leave these 2 line rats where they are. They aren't doing much, but moving them will be... It's not going to do enough for him to risk potentially losing the line rat or just not having a standing piece. Ooh, yeah, double skull immediately for the Wood Elves. That's not good. Yeah, the lack of tackle is not going to help him here, Archangel. But I mean, they're only gutter runners. You can get 3 dice. You have a bit of guard, you know? I'm sure it'll be fine. He does need to be very careful here without reroll. He needs to get his tackle off his War Dancer. And then... Blitz this line rat down and score? He's got movement 8. Yeah, only 2 rerolls for Wood Elves, I believe. Oh no, they rerolled something turn 0. So yeah, they're down to 1 reroll. But for an early score like this on their defense, I think it's worth it. So that's a 1 dice right now. And there's your 2 dice hit from this block catcher here. Only needs a push. And finds a POW anyway. He finds an armor break. He finds a knockout. That's huge. That is a tackle gone for the drive or more. And now nobody has tackle for this drive. And you know, without the tackle, if you can remove that strip ball, that's the next biggest threat right now. If that goes away, then the Wood Elves can easily stall this out, I think. Just keep it on a Blodge player. Just trust in Blodge, keep that guard well positioned. Ooh, there's another double skull. That's rough. Luckily though, the best he's going to be able to get with that strip ball is a half dice block. And I'll have to move some players to make that happen, I think. Or no, we can just take the long way around with his gutter runner. He does have this free block from his line rat here, and I think he's going to take that before he tries a strip ball hit. If he committed everything, there might be some weird chain push surf play. You push a War Dancer in here, fill that square up, and take that block. And push him down like that, but you'd be committing literally everything. It'd be a 3+ dodge from him, blitz like that. I don't think it'd be worth it. He wouldn't be in any position to recover it. I think you just push that Dancer out, and then you can make a 1 dice hit at the very least with a strip ball. Instead takes a hit on this wrestle line rat here with this guy. Opting not for the 1 dice block. Does mean you can move a line rat in here. And then strip baller. And come in and take a 1 dice, which looks like the plan. But if this fails, the elves are going to be in a pretty good position to just run off to the left side. Yeah, the catchers are all eagerly waiting for a ball to fall in between them. I would not hate taking a 2 dice block with this line rat here first, onto this catcher, to push him into that square. Because now, this is a sack, but it's surrounded by elves. Whereas he could have pushed him into this Blodger's hands. Oh, that's an interesting scatter. It's not great for him. He does have a big hand here, but that's a big dodge if he doesn't move this rat out of the way. Absolutely needs to get him maybe down here. Dodge out 1. If you don't use dodge, maybe try this 3+ dodge. I probably wouldn't though. I'd drop him like right here. But yeah, the play there was to take this 2 die block first. All he needs is a push to push into this blotch catcher. Finds a fat POW on his guard catcher. Doesn't get anything for it though. And that rat didn't move. He had the dodge skill available. He could have gotten out of there and his big hand could have swooped in and picked it up. Gotten it back to this movement 10 gutter runner even if he wanted to. Instead opts to just 5+ dodge in. Doesn't even need the dodge skill. Just, you know, walk on in. And he's gone. Yeah, just throw some 5s and 6s. He doesn't have sure hands though. As we've seen, nobody has sure hands. So he can just jump on over, take a free 2 dice, send a catcher in, secure the ball. I would have liked to have seen it maybe handed off to his movement 10 gutter runner so he could run away from the sure hands. That gutter runner helps, but it's still not going to be very difficult to clear that assist off. That Powdo, that'll make it harder, for sure. Because now he's got all these guys marked up. He can't just dodge out this Wood Elf. No break, though, from a Mighty Blow hit. So I think the play here is take the 3 dice with the tree. Take the tree dice. Take a 2 dice block here for War Dancer. Get him out of the way. That's good enough. Take the tree dice and just run the strip baller up. You don't leap or anything. Sadly, with that not being a actual knockdown, it's a both down. He does have to use this guy now, which means if he wants to try and score off this or recover it, he'll have to use this catcher and make a dodge. Yeah, I think you take the 3 dice over the dodge here. You don't need a knockdown or anything. And it won't make it worse if it fails. Opts for a dodge, which is good. Gets his push. Let's see where his ball goes. It's not going to scatter into the rat's hands, luckily. Unless he follows this. Which I don't think you do. You have the dodge skill available. Opts to follow it, and catcher does not catch it in a 5+, and it stays in the rat's tackle zone. This catcher could get to it if he wanted to. I think the better play, though, he's got the blodge sidestep next to a ball already, which is nice. I think the better play is to put that catcher on the other side of the ball. 3 dice tree, gets a pow. That loner is going to be free now as well. Still no break. A little bit disappointed we don't have any dead elves yet. It's been 2 turns. Or dead rats. I do like the loner being over there a little bit better. Guard comes into screen. That is still, it's a 4+ right now. It's not the worst for the rats. They can definitely make it better. But losing that tackle really hurt. And 2+ is good and throws a 6. Let's see what he does with his catcher now. Drops him next to a ball, and yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Voyager is a pretty hard game for the rats. Very unlucky start. But at least it wasn't just an immediate score, and they got a little bit of luck with Wood Elf block dice. If the Tackler didn't get removed, Voyager, I'd agree. But the Tackler being out is pretty big. That's a lot of removal potential that is gone for potentially a while. But unless the Wood Elves can really secure the ball and like keep it safe, I do think we're gonna need a score at some point. Loner Lion Elf taking a blitz. There's one less tackle zone on the ball, but it's still not going to be pretty. It's going to be at least 1 4+ dodge to get in there. And if he just tries to get out, it's going to be more, unless he goes up. But there's no one really to retrieve it up, and handing off to this movement 10 is going to be another 4+. Thrower taking an armor break. And the thrower is gone. I don't think Gdaynick's too torn up about losing Matt Thrower right now, though. He's not too necessary. This is a pretty easy clear off for the Wood Elves, so I do think he needs to attempt to pick up. I don't know if he can make it easier, though. They have a good screen going right now. Now, without some silly dodges, he could maybe get a 1 dice on his War Dancer, but that guy is sidestepped, so that's not going to help. This is, I think, the best he's going to be able to get this pickup. Sidestepper comes in to help out. The play here might be to... Is this 1, 2? Yeah. I don't like sending the movement 10 up there. I think this was another handoff play, maybe. Get it to the movement 10 and get him down here. But that strip ball is pretty fast, so I think he would have reached anyway. Unless he really went for it. Rats are not feeling great right now. A bad day to be a Skaven fan. Even then, Voyager, it's pretty easy for the Wood Elves to deal with this. He has the guard right there to get any assist he needs. He's got the strength on these gutter runners. He's got the block. If he really wants to take that 2 dice block, he would need someone to be standing there. And just, okay, he makes a 4+2+. Where do you go from here, though? Strip ball's waiting. I don't think he can stay there, but I don't think he can go anywhere either. If he is staying there, which it looks like he is, he'll at least force the blitz from one of these 2 squares, which will result in a chain push into his line elves. And there's a 1-9 dodge, 8 and a reroll. And now we got a wrestler free as well. And that wrestler is in scoring range. Tree is gonna bravely stand next to this Claw Mighty Blow rat. John Cedar. Oh, John Cedar. That looks like an A. It looks like he has a 1 dice option here. Oh, there we go. There's a guard coming in. So that's a 2 dice with this catcher right now. Or if this catcher, what he's going to do is he's going to chain push this rat right now. If he doesn't get a POW, he can push him right next to the strip baller. I like this play a lot from Nick. Never mind, I do not like this play. He did not do that. Instead, opting to shove him down into this other block catcher, who now only has a 1 dice. Oh no, it's a 2 dice because there's guard. And he finds a POW. Oof. Yeah, the play there definitely was to push him into the strip ball. And that ball is free as hell. Thank you, Rusty, for the follow. Here comes the mighty blow. He's gonna hit this claw guy off. Fat POW. And now it's pretty easy for his dancer to come and get the ball. Doesn't even need to dodge or anything. Nah, it's all good, Rusty. It's my first stream in like a year and a half, so I don't blame you. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he can't score unless he leaps. In which case, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I don't think he can score. I'm not sure. I might just be bad at math. Thanks, Baseline, for a follow. And insecticide. Or incesticide. I love that name. Alright, he's just gonna hold it on the strip baller. The rat's strip ball is gonna have a pretty difficult time getting him that. Well, there might be a chain push on to get him in there. Though maybe, probably not with that guard sitting there. Yeah, and he's sidestepped. Never mind. He does have a lot of free line rats around here, though, who can get involved in Miss Scrum. Thank you, Archangel and Chirac, for the follows. What do you do here if you're the rats? I have no idea what I would be doing here. I'd be crying. That's what I'd be doing here. Yeah, it's this side, yeah. Just throw 6s. And it usually solves a lot of problems. Yeah, the line rats definitely need to get involved. But if he doesn't get a sack this turn, then the Wood Elves are going to just disengage and corner up, screen off. And there's nothing the rats are going to be able to really do about it. There we go, line rats are coming in. One of them at least. This does give him a 2-die block against the guard catcher. He needs to make sure he realizes this guy is sidestep though if he's going to try any chain pushes. Yeah, we're all a happy bunch here. Movement 10 wrestler runs off. Looks like it'll be... What's his plan here? Hits this catcher. I guess that makes a hole? Does it? That's still gonna be... No. He has a tackle zone on the ball at least. But it's also surrounded by other Wood Elves. And that sidestepper can stay in the way. Let's see, what's the tackle zone situation with that? So that's 4+, 4+, 3+, 2+, to maybe be able to get in and make a 5+ to hit the ball. I don't think there's going to be any sacks unless it's just a half-die blitz hoping for double pows, which is absolutely not the play to make here. I think the Rats are going to maybe try and reset. They're not quite disengaged, but they can be annoying right now. These two line rats need to do something. Absolutely needs to move these two line rats, because right now they are effectively out of play. These two are probably fine. I would trade a line rat for a wrestle elf. Yeah, so these guys, they aren't even particularly locked down. This is 2 dice on his gutter runner, and they can just kind of dodge out that way if they wanted to. Ah, there's a blitz. Is he going? He's going for it. He's throwing 6s. But he rolls a skull. There is a push. He's got it. He's got it. I don't know. Yeah. And that big hand is still available for retrieval. It's 4+, 4+, 4+, 5+. Who needs dodge rerolls? Those are fake. That's a horrible scatter though. That is the worst scatter I think he could have gotten. Maybe over here would have been slightly worse. And he's going for it. He fails the pickup, but he made it in. He still made it in. And that ball, that's an easy recovery. Absolutely here, first action I would take is smack the crap out of this wrestle strip ball gutter runner. You can probably make it a 3 dice pretty easily as well. Hit this line rat. Get this guy out of the way. Or just roll 2 pows with your strip ball. I would have liked to have seen the Mighty Blow making that hit, but maybe he's got some other plans. Wouldn't have mattered though, it was a forearm injury. Stun is nice though, it means he's got a turn of safety from that strip ball. And he's got a 3 dice on the big hand. Takes it for catcher, doesn't find a knockdown. That's still on the ball now. He's got a 2 die with this block guy. But I don't think you take it. You have your catchers up here ready to go. Pretty easy to get this blotch stepper clear. I agree, Voyager. I didn't like that angle in the first place because that kept him on the ball. And now we see the blitz. 3 dice blitz. No pow. It feels pretty bad. But he's off the ball at least. Decides to follow up anyway and use an extra square movement. And there's his pow. Moving busted lineman. Gets what everyone else couldn't get done. And even finds a knockout for his troubles. That's pretty nice. That's a lot of his recovery ability gone. Especially with the rain. That hurts. So, if he wants to score this turn, well, he doesn't double skull. That's an important part, and he's not scoring this turn. That's not how you score this turn. Don't do that. That's bad. I did like the block. I think I would have maybe wanted to get the ball in my hands first, but then that ball is pretty safe right now with only 1 gutter runner on the field. Right, 1 gutter runner. Yeah, 1 gutter runner. He's got that guy over there, that guy over there. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even... Does he only have 3 gunner runners? I guess he does. I've somehow missed this all game. Unless I'm completely missing the other gunner runner, which is also possible. I don't see him, though. Yeah, one's sitting on the bench, one's asleep, and one's over here with movement 10 and wrestle. The one he left on the bench is his natural one-turner, and he doesn't. His only job is to come on the field and run the ball in on turn 8. That is all he does. Oh, there's the other gun. No, yeah, that is the other gunner. Yeah, okay. This makes much more sense. I forgot about wrestle strip in here. Okay, I'm not crazy. But yeah, only one gutter runner who could potentially get there, and he's not going very far afterwards. Yeah, I hate trees. I wouldn't hate taking this 3-die block, but then he's probably just going to go over here or something and make this hit annoying if he wants to take that hit. I wouldn't hate taking a red dice on a tree, but I also would bear in mind you can't reroll that. You only have one reroll. Finds a fat pal on that catcher. And now I don't know what he blitzes. Maybe just hits the loner there. He's not going to be able to get 2-die. Or he could get a 2 dice, I guess. Yeah, you can run him around like that. There's your assist and run him in there. Could try and get some pows. Hit that war dancer. Getting rid of strip ball would be really nice for him. Alternatively, you can just foul this catcher. He has the bench for it. I wouldn't hate seeing a foul here. Line around of the ball is nice too. I think if I was playing this game, oh, what's he hitting here? He's going for a 1 dice on the dancer. Trying to scatter it? Yeah, he's going to scatter it. Ooh, this could be huge for rats if it goes the right way, and it does. That strip ball is still going to be in range, but this move in 10 could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It does not cut the corner, so only be able to get to about here. Which isn't safe from him, but it does mean the ball is nice and far away from the other end of a field. Bring this line rat in to help cover a little bit for some GFIs, or just mark up this block guy. If this war dancer somehow can't make his way to that gutter runner, if he fails a leap or a dodge or something, then Skaven probably have to score here. He's not going to be able to keep that up. And he wants to get those 2 players back. That is huge for him. You see Claw Mighty Blow guy here comes and deals with his wrestler. Helps screen a little bit, but it's not going to do too much against a leap war dancer. So if you're the Wood Elves, this tree's not going to be able to use its guard much. What it could do is step right here. War Dancer punches this rat, follows it up. And you should have a hole then with a dodge or a leap to get the dancer through. Alternatively, just run the dancer around the long way, and I think he can hit with a GFI. No dodges or leaps. Insecticide, he dodged away from this wrestle line right here. Threw a 1 dice at his war dancer and scattered the ball. And it went back into that 1 dice and out here into the open. And this movement 10 just came and took it. Alright, line rat's knocked down. This is a pretty easy Strip ball, run up. Makes it a 3 dice. Yep. And I think ball's getting stripped here. I wouldn't hate if he used this wrestle line rat on a dodge to get him over here, and then use the strip ball for 3 dice. So this catcher up here is an option to pass it to, and just run up to this corner. Instead opts to use a catcher. This war dancer is also going to be an option for rat. This catcher's on the floor here. I don't disagree, Voyager. He does have this wrestle lineman here, though, for recovery, potentially. Here comes a blitz. There's a POW on a movement 10. Does he get anything for it? He gets a break. Only a stun. And the ball's wide open. Yeah, I'd agree, Voyager. Especially when it's raining. You want that catch reroll. And you only have 1 reroll. So I think you stand the catcher up here, dodge him out now. 2-die block, no block, mighty blow. Finds a knockout. Fair enough. Does leave a nice little channel if he wants to run that wrestler up. Stick him right in there. Catcher comes down, marks up a claw mighty blow. And so just takes a swing at him. Doesn't get a knockdown. Ball is safe enough, especially without that big hand around. That gutter runner is not getting near it. And the Rats are down to 8 players? Yeah, 8 players. Wood Elves I don't think have taken a loss yet. No, they lost their thrower, so it's 8 versus 10. 1 reroll each. What do you guys think? What would you do right now if you're the Rat coach? Looks like he's probably gonna take this free block here on a wrestler. He's in scoring range. I wouldn't hate seeing a hit on this catcher. If we can get him gone, that'd be pretty nice. Or a mighty blow. But the mighty blow is gonna be pretty hard to hit. Of course, me being an orc coach, I'm just thinking about bash. There's probably some weird agi play. Get to the ball or get something killed. Gutter runner runs around. He's gonna mark up this blodge step catcher. And that's a blitz, and he double POWs. Let's see. Ah, he's fine. Need to do better than that. Right, Rusty? There's so much punchability on this field. Did you throw another set of POWs? Nah, but no breaks. Disappointing. Rat's trying to, what is that, 4+ dodge away from a tree? It doesn't work out for him. Yeah, everyone wants dead rats and elves. That tree is in a beautiful position now. He's got 2 of the best players on this Skaven team locked down. I mean, that gutter runner can get away pretty easily unless he gets punched in the face, which I think you absolutely do. You bring this dancer around and smack him. That claw mighty blow is scary, but it's not as scary as that strip ball. I also wouldn't hate a foul on this wrestler, but I would rather save a foul for someone like the strip baller. No bench. receive a wrestler. Take down with a claw mighty blow. That's nice. Not that big a deal, I don't think. Means he's not going to get a free hit at least. Because it's not a knockdown though, you'd need to commit another player to make us a free dice. I think just accept it and take 2, if that's your blitz. Alternatively, you blitz this guy out of the way, and you're pretty safe up here with the ball. It is turn 6, so he does need to start thinking about being in scoring position. And there's a blitz on the strip ball, doesn't find anything. Keeps him on the tree. I imagine he'll run up and screen somewhere up here, or somewhere down here, depending on where he wants the ball. He's going to keep it in the hands of a blodge strip. Fair enough. We've seen him take worse plays. I won't say worse. We've seen him take worse dodges to make a sack happen. This is very sackable. Even with that guard there, I don't think that matters too much. He would need someone in there to make it make any difference. So now he's going to 2+ out of here, 4+, half dice, strip the ball. It's going to go out somewhere. His movement 10 is going to pick it up and score. Alright, that's how rats work. There's no way for him to make it a 1 dice. He doesn't have anybody standing in a relevant position to do that. And that's definitely the best way in. You take the 2+, 4+ in, if he decides to go that route. Right now I would stand up everybody but this claw mighty blow, and very last action of the turn, if you still have the opportunity, I would stand him up and dodge him out. Rat's trying to lock down some elves, but we're kind of running low on players for Rat. He's got this free hit on his wrestler, but I don't know if he takes that yet. Chance of 1/9, that's too high. This wrestle strip ball hit is much more important than deserving of a reroll. Especially because if this doesn't work, then he's pretty done for, and I mean that 1 turn it won't matter. The odds are that 1 turn is on the pitch next. Takes the block, doesn't get punished for it, just pushes though. And that wrestle line rat's still pretty relevant. He's keeping 2 guys locked up there. Most 2 guys could be doing something useful in the midfield. And here comes a blitz. 4+ is good, dodge isn't needed. Strip ball is good. Push him down. And let's see where his scatter goes. There is a catcher standing right next to him. On Voyager, he's not the scoring threat. There's a whole other turn for the Wood Elves. And they aren't planning. If they were planning on scoring, they would have done it already. They want to stall this out until turn 8. There's a pretty atrocious scatter for the Rats now. Like Voyager, he wants Haroshia to think this is a scoring threat. The real scoring threats are still in the midfield because they're elves and they're fast. There's a 1 on the dodge. He's out though. He can score just about as easily as anybody down here of a Voyager. With the exception of these catchers. Fails the 6+ pickup. I am shocked. Scatter isn't bad though. Goes back, which is nice. But that rat's gonna get punched around. Take the hit with his strip baller. absolutely take a Mighty Blow hit on this stripper. And run those catchers downfield to get ready to score. If he finds a knockdown on this strip baller, I would even take a wrestle. He'll be able to get out of range of him easily. Yeah, I agree, Voyager. I'm standing like right here or something. Would have been nice. It was a pretty easy block to get him away. It was a 6+ pickup. I mean, he's done worse things than a 6+ pickup. But yeah, this is going to be pretty easy. Everyone's marked up. This rat's going down. If not now, then in a moment. I would have liked to have seen that hit on the wrestler and used the tree to maybe get rid of him. Yeah, right now, you need to get that movement dancer up out of the way. And you get the ball to the block catcher. I think the block catcher needs to be standing around here, the guard catcher around here. Hopefully you can knock that strip ball rat down. But you absolutely want it on the block catcher if you're gonna, someone with block and dodge if you're gonna be holding it. This block catcher is gonna stay down here. It's turn 7. He needs to be thinking about score here. He has his wrestler up here, but it's easy to get rid of him. And this guy isn't going to be in range. He's moving 6. Takes a blitz on the gutter runner. He's probably going to run his dancer down. I think he's realizing he needs a scoring threat. You don't want to, Voyager, but you probably don't have to. I'm not saying throw a pass down here. These are fast elves. Choose to pick up on the strip dance, or strip ball dancer. And he is just barely in scoring range. I think you drop the guard over here to make it as annoying for him. Yeah, the dancer's going to just try and run it down. Or I think if he has a catcher downfield and it's free and doesn't have to dodge or anything, I think the 1 3+ with your reroll, or with the catch reroll, is going to be better than the 2 GFIs. Chab, thanks for the host. I take it your game just finished. If you're coming from that stream, don't spoil anything in here. Probably some people who might want to go back and watch that game after. No, nobody was ever claiming it was a cage, Voyager. It'll be pretty annoying for the strip baller to get in. These are all 5+ dodges over here. Take the long way around to make that a 4+, but probably not worth it. Wrestler up here is free. There has been no death yet. We've had a few KOs. We've had very big KOs with a palm tackle, the only tackle in this match, and the Blodge big hand gutter runner. And, you know, line round, who cares about that? Over here, we've just got a knocked out thrower. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take a GFI to get that strip, but that's probably going to be his play. That guard runner moving up there, though, means there's no scoring. Well, yeah, he wasn't going to score anyway. It's turn 8. Or, well, he could have scored. If he left him there and did a line rat pickup and probably a pass. Because he was standing like right here. He's movement 10. It's movement 10 and he was standing up, so I'm pretty sure he was in range. If he was standing on this side of line of scrimmage, then yeah, he was in range. If he was standing here, he was out of range. I don't remember exactly where he was standing. There goes the strip baller. He makes the dodge in, makes the GFI, and makes the strip. There's not going to be any recovery, but he could probably make the elves' lives pretty difficult to get with his ball. See where it goes. It's next to a line rat. The line rat could make a 6+ pickup. I think the play here is to take this knockdown, or take this block, hope you get a knockdown. Drop line rat tackle zones on the ball. Alternatively, just turnover. There we go, reel's used. Yeah, this is the rat's drive, Reese. For those of you who missed the beginning, we had a blitz from the Wood Elves and a short kick over here. And they got pretty lucky. There was a strip ball hit immediately on whoever caught the ball. It was one of the catchers. And the ball scattered to another elf and straight back to the dancer who was holding it in the first place. Alright. I think you can definitely spare the players. You can make this a chain push to clear the ball off. And then it's a 3+ pickup. And a handoff. You probably try to pick up with this catcher, or you bring him around to be part of this chain push play. I think that's what's going to happen here. You bring this catcher around, he stands right there to give the assist. Or not. He's got this catcher standing here, but he's going to be blitzing to get rid of this part. So that's going to be like a 4+ catch. He doesn't want to do that, and it's hard dodges. I'd say get the assist in. You take the hit with a mighty blow because you can. Pick up with his catcher, hand off to a dancer, or pick up with the dancer, hand off to his catcher. Either way, same thing. If one of them has the ball, they have to make GFIs to score. Guard catcher is in range, yes. He's got the knockdown, so it's just a 3+ pickup. Doesn't find a break, though. Oh, yeah, the guard cat could... Yeah, he can just pick it up and go. Yeah, good point, Cheb. So, yeah, that's a play here. You just pick it up with the guard and go. I'm not sure what that dodge was for. Unless he's going to do it with the dancer for some reason. Yeah, there's a pickup. I guess, is he going to be greedy and go for the handoff? That might be his plan if he doesn't use his reroll on these 2 GFI. Or does he think the 3+, 2+, or 3+, 3+ is better? Or no, it'd be a 2+, 3+. Yeah, 2+, 3+ might be better than 3 GFIs. Yeah, I think that's what you do. 2+, 3+. You won't have a built-in reroll for it, but... Yeah, but Chab, you gotta remember, that'll level his line rat. Or line elf. There you go. It's good. Line elf scores and Dr. Wang is getting his level. Or no, Seymour is getting his level. Dr. Wang made the pass. And that's 1-0 to the elves. And it's the elves' offense now. See these KO rolls. This is going to be important. The elves don't so much care about theirs. It's big for the rats. The tackle comes back, but the gutter runner is staying out. I think if I have to pick one of those 2 players, one of those 2 key players to come back, I would pick the tackle. Rats are going to be need to be aggressive on this drive if they want to win this. It's going to be very easy for the Elves to go either 2-0 up or just hold on to a ball until they need a score. Strip ball is nice and safe in the back. That tackler is probably hittable. I would very much like to see him switched with the kicker. Keeps him central and keeps him safe. Right now, you absolutely just punch Fat Storm Vermin in the face. There's no reason to be protecting the kicker right now. Yeah, this is going to be punch this rat and punch this rat. This rat right here. He's got his block player there. He's going to punch him down. He's going to bring the assist up. That throw is going to be the assist. And his Mighty Blow is going to punch him in the face. And hopefully kill him. I think that's what we all want to see here. I'm not sure I like the tree just sitting on this line rat. I mean, yeah, it's a free Mighty Blow hit, but that's also your tree tied down by a line rat. And I think Haroshia is okay with that too. It's a nice short kick, gonna land right behind that Mighty Blow War Dancer. And the rain's all gone, just in time for Wood Elves to score. Ball's not in too much danger here. The Mat Guard Catcher means it'll be relatively safe without a big hand around. I might bring this Wrestle over as well. But that might be me being a little bit overly cautious. It is rats though. Knockdown on the line rat in the way of the target. It finds a stun, nothing more. Yeah, here comes a hit. You absolutely take this first action. First action you can. Here it comes. Finds a knockdown. Don't follow this up and you run away. Doesn't find a break even. Hopefully, this has taught Haroshia a valuable lesson, which is protect your only tackle against Wood Elves. Now I think just get the ball, get yourself safe. Don't let that strip ball anywhere near you. For the love of God, don't let that strip ball near you. Roll some powers on line elves, because why not? And just a stun. Looks like he's going to carry on the strip ball again, and probably scoring him as well. 13 out of 16, and looks like he's going to be the right elf. And without the big hand, I don't think you reroll this. You save it for potential overtime. Goes it for reroll, gets a ball. It's safe enough here, I think. Well, maybe not. I think maybe you go stand in here. Maybe even over here. He'll probably try and run that strip baller up. Runs it closer. This is very easy to strip ball. This is a 3+, 3+, 2+ strip ball. He has no one who can cover that. There's not going to be any recovery, which is the only saving grace for the elves. So I think I might not even take that. Bolts the thrower and get the tackler safe. I think that might be the plan. He's not in any kind of position to take advantage of a strip here. Movement 10 scurries on over the center of the field. Safe behind line rats and Stormbrim. Claw Mighty Blow Rat isn't doing too much there. I guess he kind of helps. Oh no, he's marking that catch right. I didn't see him. Just a push on the thrower of Mighty Blow. This tackler is hopefully going to step back now and be safe. Probably step back even more than that. Keep him around here. If he leaves him there, he'll just run the guard catcher up and take another swing. He has no issues doing that. That is easily the most dangerous player on the pitch right now. There he goes, steps him back. He's got himself a nice screen here. So, I think maybe you knock down the kicker, have the tree tying up a bunch of rats here in the center, and it keeps him central, so he's going to be pretty relevant no matter what. You don't blitz with him probably, but I think that's where he's going to end up, is around here. Unless he could go that way. They're all super fast, so we could also go this side as well. Looks like he's going to keep the ball central on his side of the pitch. Keep it safe. Fair enough. He's got all the time in the world. He doesn't even need to score this half. He just needs to keep the ball safe and in his hands. Rookie Lino takes a Mighty Blow hit. Nothing going on though. Still no death. I think this is going to be a slow game from the Elves, where, like Voyager just said in chat, swing that Mighty Blow around, kill some rats, hopefully. And when he needs to push down the field, he has the speed, he has the agility, he has the dodge to be able to just run wherever he wants. And by then, he'll have gotten rid of a few. Just needs to be careful of his Pomp Tackler because he could do the exact same, but better, because he can remove more key players. Strip Baller has very little chance of doing anything relevant. I think you just keep him waiting. Mighty Blow Claw finds a POW on this catcher. Doesn't even find a break though. It's disappointing. He can pressure the side of his cage out, pressure backfield a little bit. Bring this line elf in as well. I'm going to mark up this catcher. I would like to see the rats fouling. I don't think they've done that nearly enough against these elves. Trading a line rat for even a KO on one of these wood elves, now especially, is worth it. Mighty Blow basing up the thrower. He might not be able to get the guard in too easily, but you can still make a hit happen here. I don't know if I like that. He needs to keep his tackler safe. And strip baller steps up. Line rat trying to dodge away from a tree, running away. Stuns himself. Has no idea what he's doing, trying to dodge. Alright, if he doesn't take the hit on the storm vermin here, at the very least, I want to see the tree mark him. At the very least. Mighty Blow comes in and hit this line rat. And looks like he's going to try and take up position over here. Where there's no cover. He's got all the dodge in the world to make that happen because that tackle is irrelevant. And that strip ball is going to be irrelevant up there. Yep, he's just going to cage up in here. Run his wrestler on up. Run his guard catcher on up. Dodge this catcher on up. Run that strip ball up. There's nothing he can do. And the Elves scoring next turn is a very real possibility, and I think Nick is going to do it. There's not enough available that he can get him away. Maybe see Tree FI, mark up this Gutter Runner and Line Rat, or we see him mark up Tackle Storm Vermin. Still plenty of elves left to move, though. If Nick goes up 2-0 here, the rats can still score pretty quickly. That's not the issue. The issue is then the elves can just do another defense like this where they stall out a couple turns. Stall out up in their side and end up scoring anyway. Because, I mean, these are wood elves. These are very nicely developed wood elves. Every player is relevant in some way. Tree's on the move. Does not GFI, instead keeps this line right over here busy. He's in the way a little. Blotch Stepper gets in the way, doesn't let any marks happen up here. Dodge fail there, doesn't mean much. Even Balloner's making dodges. Look at him go. Line Elf goes and has a little party with the Loner. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. He could come up and hit his wrestler. Let him screen a little bit closer if he wants to. But any screen he makes is going to be pretty weak right now. This strip baller is only going to be able to get to here. He can't screen over here. He can put a singular Gutter Runner in the way. And he's not going to be able to do enough. He has to chuck GFIs if he wants to make any kind of relevant screen. And even then that screen won't be particularly relevant because it's elves. Nip, here comes a hit on the Wrestle Elf. Finds his knockdown. He might pile this on. I don't think he will, but he could. He could reasonably pile it on. The elves aren't going to foul him. It's just a stun. Mighty Blow isn't used. Oh no, it's a KO. Yeah, don't pile this on. There you go. Steps onto a ball. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. Line rat comes up, keeps himself relevant. I wouldn't hate putting this kicker on the tree, but you already kind of have a line rat down here who's keeping the tree. He'll keep the tree a bit busy. I think this line rat maybe comes up, helps screen a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe GMify him up here, and you have a screen. Runs him in to, I guess, kind of help out that palm tackler. But he's not really doing enough. That's still 2 dice from a Mighty Blow. Failed line rat dodge. Obviously, you don't reroll that. And that's turnover. And that is not a knockdown, and that is a blitz. And you cannot get a 2 dice here unless you use that strip ball. And that's tackle stuck on your ball now. There's no gutter runners in position to be dangerous if it's a turnover. But this is very possibly a turnover. Trees walking off into the middle of a pitch. Unmanned. It's danger, but it's not immediately score and run away danger. And I think that will be the play here. I think he's just going to hand off to his catcher. And he's going to start running his elves off into the center bit of a pitch. No, he's trying to dodge. Matt's tackle. You have to reroll this. And Matt snakes. That dancer is down with a ball. It's in the middle of 2 catchers. It's not the best scatter. But the elves can make something, or the rats can make something happen here. That feels pretty bad if you're Nick. Your tackle is locked down right now, and there's no real way to free it up. You can just hit his guard catcher, which feels pretty good. It's not a knockdown. You're gonna step one of these squares, or one of these squares, sorry, which will make the pickup a bit harder. I mean, if he tries to dodge in this way, it's not gonna work out for him. It's not exactly surfable. Right now, unless he somehow gets him up there, which and hit this catcher, hit this line elf, and you can run in here and push him that way, it's going to be very difficult to get to that ball. Because of where he sidestepped, you can't just simply blitz like that and push him down. He has to push. He has to go over here, ideally, but that's not going to be possible right now. So he has to blitz from there, push him there, otherwise you're scattering it potentially into the hands of that catcher or one of your players who have already moved. This rat, sorry, is free as well, if he does get this knockdown. And that's good enough for that catcher. I'd be tempted to pile this on, but I don't think you can. I think you need him standing. I want the blood, but that's just a stun. That's not worth it. That's just not worth it. And now you don't have an assist on this hit as well. You gotta use this other guy. And doesn't get his knockdown. This is very difficult for the rats now. They'll have to throw some 4+s. And he cannot blitz this catcher. Unless he cannot blitz this catcher for line rat. If he wants to blitz either catcher, he has to use the rest of strip, or he has to use a gutter runner if he wants to blitz either catcher. This guy cannot, you cannot hit this catcher, or he will sidestep up here, and your gutter runners can't get to the ball. No, Jimmy. I think Voyager was talking about this hit. I don't think you're that far behind. Because this hit needed to work. Yeah, there's no assist on this catcher now. He would need to hit him and get a POW. And even then, he would need a removal because he just steps up here. The play here might just be 4+ dodge, 4+ pick up. Hand it to the gutter runner. Or the line rat, excuse me. And run for it. He's going for the 1-die splits. Gets a push, he's going to have to scatter it. This could be bad. Yep, that is bad. He gets a POW. Gets a break. There we go. There's a line rat doing what the rest of them couldn't. Only a badly hurt though. And right on over to this war dancer. That gutter runner's got a GFI to get there now, and he's gonna be completely unsupported. That's not looking good. Looks like he's going to try the pickup, I think. Takes a second GFI instead of dodging through the dancer. He could have just dodged through the dancer and taken 1 GFI. Line rat dodge makes this a little bit safer. But it's simple. You can make it a 3 dice. Run his thrower up, run his loner up. And smack him with Mighty Blow. And block. Reese, that's not an okay excuse in a play-in game. You gotta know, you can't trust cyanide pathing at this point. He doesn't need it, Voyager. He doesn't need recovery because the only agility 4 on the rats. Other than his movement 10, which hopefully he'll kill, but even if he doesn't, it's not a big a deal. He's way over here. He's not going to reach. He gets a POW, and a Mighty Blow hit on a Gutter Owner. Gets the armor break. Gets a knockout. And yeah, this ball is effectively safe. That line rat's not going to be able to do nearly enough. Dancer can just 3+3+ pick that up if he wants to. But yeah, the tree's going to come over and screen it off. There's a singular line rat that can do anything with the ball. And he can't do much with the ball. Scar sinks for a follow. And that's a failed dodge. Yeah, you can't reroll that. You only have one. This is safe enough for the Wood Elves. All the rats are on the wrong side of a pitch now. Before he makes any blocks, he needs to stand the Stackler up and run him into the center of the field a bit. There is a Surf on if he wants it on this catcher. Instead, he just throws a POW. Fair enough. And that's another casualty. That's Bruce here. He's doing what the Storm Vermin can't. Our hero, Bruce Wenseldale. The hero we did not deserve or expect. 2 casualties on 2 catchers and 2 blocks. What a line rat. The strip baller can come and be relevant. Alternatively, he can run down the field and be a scoring threat for a line rat pass. He's got this 2 dice block here against the Mighty Blow. We've seen line rats be dangerous so far. If he gets this knockdown, these 2 are also relevant. You can get in and mark this thrower up, mark this wrestler on the floor. Instead takes a block of a kicker, doesn't find a knockdown anyway. Might be gearing up for a foul on the strip baller, which I don't dislike, but I don't like it either. Finds a knockdown on the lineman. And yeah, this rat here is relevant now. No break. This claw needs to get relevant. I mean, the claw isn't relevant, but the Mighty Blow and the block is, and the tackle zones are. The strip ball needs to get relevant either as a scoring threat or is just part of the game on the other side of a pitch. And there he goes. He's going to stay up. This Mighty Blow needs to move, and he either needs to foul or he needs to blitz with his line rat, I think. He's going to bring him up here, and I guess the blitz is going to be on him, and he's going to try a pickup. He might try a 4+3+ pickup. His Mighty Blow needs to move, though. He's doing nothing standing here. He needs to get relevant. He's not going to be any kind of recovery or anything. No knockdown. Re-rolls it. I'm looking for that POW. Does not get it. Now it's a 5+ pickup, and I don't think you try it. You just keep that pickup difficult. Yes, that strip ball is the only gutter runner on the field. McClaw Mighty Blow Storm Vermin is going to put his claws in a bit of a different use. And dig him into his War Dancer. He's going to take a seat for it. I mean, I guess that claw wasn't relevant, but that Mighty Blow sure as heck was. That's what you get. Tree finally takes root, but he's still in a very nice position to keep these rats busy. He can be relevant no matter what side of a pitch the elves go to right now. Jimmy, it's a fantastic game. The first half was great. It was a good watch. Highly recommend. So I think the play here, he's going to blitz him down. He's going to pick up on a 3+ and a 3+ dodge. And he's going to run away with the ball in Mighty Blow's hands. Because there's no one else who can get to it. That's a dodge fail. That's a 1 in 9? That's a snake. And that ball is free and there's a gutter runner waiting. There's a potential surf here too. It's only a loner though, so I don't think he's going to take it. This gunner runner can just swoop in. This line rat could become a scoring threat, or this line rat. Our favorite line rat. Bruce Wenzeldale. Look at him. You probably take the block of this guy. Move the tackle zone out of the way. Keep it clear. Freeze this line rat up. Push him right there. You run Bruce on down the field. He'll be out of range of everybody but this wrestler here who's standing. Effectively out of range at least. And you chuck the ball on over to him with your gutter runner. Knock down his gut on the thrower. Stays in this time. And there's a 3+ pickup. He is going to take the serve. He's going to surf him. He's going to hopefully run this line rat down here and pass to him. Because, no, the strip ball isn't relevant. I wouldn't hate keeping it on the gutter run, actually, because the strip ball is way over here. Tackle is relevant, sits itself down on the catcher. And Bruce is going to hang out with the stripper. I'm going to be careful of that one. That's a surf loner. But he's fine. Sadly, you can't foul that dancer. What you can do, though, is pick the ball up. Stand right around here. That strip baller will be relevant next turn. But you might be able to take him down again if you keep your palmer, if he stands in near the palmer. And the pickup is good. And Jason Swissem. He's chilling on the line of scrimmage with the ball. The Rats might finally, after 14 turns, hold the ball in the Wood Elves half. You definitely don't GFI or anything here. You just chill. You're safe enough this turn. You're safe enough this turn. I guess now you're safer. Yeah, Reese, it's not too hard to 2-dice block this rat. Dancer, 3+, 2+, 2 dice. Wrestler, 2+, 2+, 2 dice. I think I would keep his lineman as your recovery option. Strip Baller runs down. He's relevant again. Virat can run away though. He's far enough away that he can get out of range of that Dancer. Lascaris, he's as safe as he's going to get right now. And here comes the wrestler and rolls a fat pow on Jason Swissem. Finds a break, finds the knockout. And I hate to say it, but it's over for the Rats. This is very easy for the Elves now. Especially since Bruce is over here, irrelevant again. War Dancer has the ball. If he's greedy, he'll try and get it to that catcher. He's not going to be able to score him at Dancer like he wanted to. But the catcher could still use that SPP. Dancer scoring wouldn't be the worst thing I've heard. Put him in MVP range. There's also the option of a dodge, a GFI, and a punt. The GFI to avoid a potential intercept. Alternatively, punt towards your own half. Chooses to hold on to the ball. Trust in Blodge. Although we just saw that doesn't always work. First thing you do is run the hero line rat into scoring range. The War Dancer is in range of Palm Tackle. 3+ dodge. Can use this line rat as an assist. This line rat's your recovery. This line rat's your scoring threat. Yeah, I think you dodge him. You put him like right here. Dodge this guy out. Before you do any of that though, you bring Bruce on down. And you keep him in scoring range. He's gonna just instead double GFI. Keeps more line rats open for after the attempted sack. He's not gonna blitz if tackle. And he still gets his POW. Mighty Blow is down. But he's fine. The ball stays in a tackle zone, which sucks. He still has no scoring threat though. He needs to put a scoring threat in right now. Before he takes any more actions, before he attempts a pickup, he needs a scoring threat. And he attempts to pick up. Fails. And that's the game. Haroshia had the opportunity of a lifetime there to save this game. And he lost it because he didn't move this line rat. Just needed to run him down here. Just stick him in there. No dice required. But that's going to be a win for Gdaynick. But what else? Move on to the next round. And let me check who their potential opponents are. Their potential opponents are Sardar with the Pirates of World's End, Chaos Dwarves from G-Man 10D, or Sace with his Khemri, Tech for Battle from Rel 10D. I think he knows which one he wants to face. I'd much rather be taking on Khemri than Chorfs as Wood Elves. Elves have a ball. I'm going to try and send it to the catcher. Chance for an intercept here, but it's not going to matter. Intercept fails, pass fails. And now the rats get to hit things. And yeah, the rats is going to take their hits here. 1-0 to Gdaynick. I don't think it's a scoreline a lot of us were expecting. I think we all thought we'd see a lot bigger numbers here, especially after those first couple turns. And props to Gdaynick though, he played this game very well. And that's a turnover to end the game. No death. Only lasting damage is an MNG on a catcher, which does hurt. MVP to the thrower. It's nice. He'll probably level next game. He's got pass. MVP to the movement 10 wrestler. It's nice-ish. You want him to level, but they'll level fast enough. Look at this. Rats with 6% occupation of their opponent's half. 12% possession in general. How's it going, Nick? Nicely done. It's definitely an entertaining game. The casualty hurt at MNG. It feels pretty bad. The snakes definitely kept it exciting. Looking at some dice rolls, those catches are pretty funny. It makes it look a lot worse than it is when you consider how many scatters there were. A lot of ones rolled. There's a lot of ones rolled. Almost twice as many 5s or 6s. It's a lot of ones. Very good armor though. That's really good armor. Block dice, about average. Rat block dice, very heavily tending towards knockdowns. Only 8 skulls rolled in the entire game. Dodges look low in pickups, but then you gotta remember they were making 4 and 5 plus is plenty. Armor is around, I think, average. Alright, there you have it. We are gonna host, let's see who's live doing Blood Bowl stuff right now. I'm gonna send you guys over to Space Lion.
get that. Ah, god damn it. That's what that guy gets, I guess.